because there's one element in the video where I see your eyes.
Yeah, roll back.
Where were you going?
I don't know. I thought the Lord was going to take me in that moment. I was like, my time has come. Because I could feel the baby pushing to go out and it couldn't get out. I feel like it was stuck for some reason. And actually the pain this time was much more than the pain that I had with Jerry.
Anna in her mind's like, oh, I need to do Jerry's hair.
Yeah.
She couldn't even take out one braid. That's why our boy's hair is just like this in the video.
So imagine that within your vagina. Someone doing that with their head. Hey Deku fam.
Hey Deku fam.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back. Wait. You gotta be careful.
I was not going to hit him. I was
got a little boy here.
He is here. Our son is here. His name is Kanaan Anthony Deku. And he looks like mama.
No, he doesn't. This one is daddy, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Jerry, I'll now let you have that one.
Yeah.
But K is me.
Yeah. We call him K for short, but his name is Kanaan, after the land of milk and honey in the Old Testament in the Bible, because he is our milk and honey. We successfully delivered him via a vaginal birth after a C-section, which was the plan. You know, we've been taking you on the journey. Thank you for all the love on the birth vlog as well. You saw how intense that was. It was serious. And I hope it hasn't traumatized a lot of you who are thinking about going for a vaginal birth or thinking about having a home birth, because it was truly a beautiful experience.
Yeah, definitely. Even from my perspective as well, being Anna's birth partner and being there in the room was amazing. And watching Kanaan come out again, it was a beautiful experience.
Yeah, I'm just very expressive, and when I'm feeling pain or feeling any type of emotion, I'm going to express it loud and clear.
You were feeling pain though?
Yeah, the pain was a lot. But anyway, if you've got questions, guys, we do want to record a specific Q&A. So put your questions in the comments below and we'll tackle them in the next video. And also, if you want my birth plan, because we had a detailed birth plan that we gave to the hospital, that we gave to the midwives, that we had on hand in case we were going to meet a new doctor or a new midwife if we ended up in hospital. So if you want to take a look at that, just fill in your details via the link below and we will send that across to you. So, should we get into the story time?
Let's get into it, babe.
Kanaan, how did you arrive into the world?
Kanaan came 9 days early.
Yes, that's the first thing. Had I finished work? No. I gave myself 1 week of maternity leave before his due date. I was planning to go to the spa, I was planning to go cinema, I was planning to do some dates with Jerry. We had our anniversary as well. We were going to go out and do a lot of stuff around that. But I felt contractions 2 days before he came. And it was the middle of the night and I thought, what is going on? Like, why am I feeling some sort of contractions? So I brushed them off saying, oh yeah, they're just Braxton Hicks.
Anna didn't even tell me about these contractions.
I just couldn't even talk about it because I didn't want to speak it into existence. I just couldn't believe it. So we ended up just, I guess I just soldiered through them throughout the night. I said a prayer and I said, God, please, not today. Not today. And then I went to sleep and it seemed to be fine the next morning and they calmed down, didn't they?
Yeah, because the same thing with Jerry, like your contractions seem to intensify in the night and then during the day it calms down.
Yeah.
And then the next night you experience some more contractions.
Yeah.
And then again in the day they calm down.
Yeah.
And you still didn't tell me about these contractions
No.
until the following day when they're intensifying.
Yes. So that day, I remember being on a call with my colleagues as well, and I just said, yeah, I'm feeling a bit of cramps actually, but I don't think it's anything major. Not knowing that night will be the night that we deliver Kanaan. So they didn't see me the next day.
So this is when Anna told me, experiencing some cramps, it's intensifying, but I'm cool, everything's okay.
I was working from home, I went to Tesco, I did my thing.
Yeah.
You know, all of that was happening. Anyway, that evening.
Well, before we even get to the evening, then I said to Anna, okay, look, I'm gonna go and pick Jerry up from nursery. Are you okay? Do you want to come pick me up from the station? We'll go and get him together. And then we'll go home, have a meal, etc. We now come home. I'm there cleaning the house. And next thing I see Anna just holding onto the sofa. I'm like, babe, what's going on? Like, Kay is not due for another 9 days. Just calm down, my dear. And then I'm trying to clean 7 minutes later, she's there holding the sofa again.
And then I said to babe, start tracking these contractions because something is going down. So then he started tracking the contractions. Why are they every 5 minutes? From the moment we get home, it starts becoming every 5 minutes. And I said, oh, okay. Gabe starts saying, okay, today is the day.
Yeah.
So we start tidying up quickly.
We start tidying up. Anna in her mind's like, oh, I need to do Jerry's hair.
Yeah.
She couldn't even take out one braid. That's why our boy's hair is just like this in the video.
Oh my days. Yeah, there's bits that out. Because I was trying to distract myself. I was like, this can't be happening. I think I went into this mode where I was just like, no, it's not happening. I'm going to carry on. We put on Nemo on the TV for Jerry. I started taking out his hair. But could I get through anything? And then by the next time he's tracking a contraction, it's every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I said, get the Thames machine. I need some pressure release because it's getting intense very, very quickly. And I think it's time to contact the midwives.
Yeah. So we contacted the midwives. We just basically say, look, contractions are every 3 to 5 minutes, but we've got this under control. We also contacted our doula. We've got this under control. And then, 10 minutes passed. We were like, get here now.
Now! And
there's something really going down.
And then the question, this is now 7 p.m?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
And then the midwives in the WhatsApp group asked the question, can you feel ahead?
Yeah, Anna was a little bit uncomfortable. She was like, what do you mean, can I feel ahead? She was getting a little bit panicky. So I was like, you know what, I'll volunteer myself.
Of course you would.
Yeah, I'll go down low.
Yeah,
and
of course.
I went and felt ahead. I only went up like an inch and a half. Inch and a half, maybe too much detail, but inch and a half, and I felt ahead. And there's me, full of excitement. You know why? I've been preparing mentally for this day. Like, I've been taking myself on the journey because from the point of them saying you're having a home birth, my mind goes into the worst case.
Yeah.
Without being too graphic, I would take myself to the point of, Anna's in emergency, we need to get her to the hospital, what do I do in that moment?
Yeah.
So I've gone through that whole traumatic experience in my mind. So now that the day is actually happening, I'm excited.
Guys, you can see from the beginning of the birth vlog how excited Gabes is. It's like he's about to go on a roller coaster. I'm so confused that he's excited. It's like, it's showtime. Is that what you said in the video?
It's showtime. Let's go.
It's go time. It's, now he's so excited. I've never seen Gabes like that before. And to be fair, it's because he had, taken himself through the process mentally. It wasn't a sudden change, which that would be difficult for you. It's because you'd already, it's basically the moment that we'd been waiting for. So it was good to have him balancing my nervousness.
Because now we're upstairs, I take you downstairs, we're in the bathroom, you're on the floor, you're in so much pain. Can you just explain to me what you were feeling in the moment when you were on our bathroom floor? Because I was trying to take you onto the bed or just move, because we had heated floors on and it was very hot in that environment. How are you feeling?
I could not move. That's one thing that's a very big theme throughout my pregnancy and delivery vlog, because I had to stay in the same position that I was in. I was just so stiff because, I don't know, any movement that I made, it intensified the pain. And actually the pain this time was much more than the pain that I had with Jerry. With Jeremiah's birth, I actually got to 8 centimeters dilated. And I was like, the contractions were fine. They weren't actually that bad. But this time, they were very intense, very quickly.
They were strong surges.
The surges were so strong. So when Gabe said, oh, let's move to the bed, it's like, how? How can I actually move to the bed right now? I just couldn't.
I think we should move to the bedroom. But after contacting the midwives and our doula, they were here within 30 minutes. And they also tried to support me getting Anna out of the bathroom. So we then transitioned her to the bed. And we also didn't mention that when we came home, we were alone. So there was no one else in the house. And we also had to decide, should we contact our family and let them know so that they can come and get Jerry? But we were like, you know what? We're going to actually do this as a family. So we decided to keep Jerry with us.
Because the thing is, people are always in our house. Like, our house is just our family. We don't know who's coming or going. But on this particular night, it was just me, Gabes, and Jerry. And we just thought, is this a sign from the Lord? And then Jerry ended up being in the environment during the birth and that whole process, which was amazing. The midwives ended up actually babysitting him at some point and things like that. So yeah, Jerry was there. He actually supported me with the Thames machine. He was like stroking my head. He was putting the fan in my face. And he wasn't worried either. So I'm so shocked. Gabriel Senior and Gabriel Junior, who's Jeremiah, were both actually very comfortable during the birth, which was great.
So we were stroking you on the bed, making sure that you were okay, and then the midwives helped encourage you to then go upstairs. So myself and the doula, we went and set up the birth pool. It was fantastic. Doula was great in setting it up, because I think I would have struggled, to be honest. Like, it was quite complicated putting the liner on, etc. So we set up the pool. Now we get you in the pool.
Yeah, and the thing with having a home birth is it's amazing because you've got so many different locations that you can use for pain relief. So I was on the floor at one point, I had a shower, then I was on the bed. Then we said, let's move to the pool. The pool was fantastic for pain relief. Honestly, the moment I got in and I felt that warm water hit my vagina, it was just beautiful. And I just lay there. And then when surgeries happened, again, I was leaning on the side of the pool. I actually even had a little nap between the surgeries while in the pool.
I don't know how you did
because
that.
the pain was so intense. I don't know. I was just so tired. My whole body was giving it all.
Can we just talk about the pool moment? Because there was a lot of instructions being given to you. Like, Anna, can you go into this position? Can you go into that position?
How can you take instructions when you're in such pain?
No, but there's an element of trusting your birthing team.
No.
Yeah, that's Anna. Anna was not having it. Like, because we wanted you to get into a better position. Because we were in
it's
there
so easy to talk from the sideline.
Obviously.
You
I'm
did
not on the pitch.
Know what I was
I'm there on the side like, hey, I get it.
Gabes was saying, Anna, squat, do this, do that. I could not do anything.
But this is all the things that we learned in the prep.
Yeah. In the prep, there was so much. I was so excited to get into all of these different positions. But in the moment, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But it's almost like you wouldn't allow yourself to get into this position because any kind of change, you were like, nah. You were just fending off everything. You know, one of the midwives
I just said, get this baby out.
Yes. One of the midwives was like, okay, put your hand around Gabe's neck and then you can get into a squat position. You weren't having it whatsoever. So, you know, after 3 hours or so, that one of the midwives just basically said, why don't we just go and transition to the toilet?
Let's go to the toilet. Let's get in the toilet.
Because I could feel the baby pushing to go out and it couldn't get out. I feel like it was stuck for some reason. And it was obviously due to my position.
Your position.
So maybe if actually I got into position earlier, baby would have come out earlier.
Yeah.
But then the midwives would have missed it. So, you know, potato.
No. I mean, whilst they were there, everyone was saying to you, hey, babe.
I know.
Why don't you get into a better position?
Okay, you do it next time.
You know what? If the Lord... There's no opportunity. I wish I could take your pain away from you.
Oh, please.
I wish I
could
take
never
your pain
handle
away
that
from you.
pain. You could never handle that pain. The beauty of having the right team with you during your birth is that they can recommend things based on your birth plan. So they knew I didn't want to have any sort of pain relief, even though there was gas and air available, and no one mentioned the gas and air to me.
Yes, although you were in pain and you were screaming, when the pain left, you didn't complain about the pain, you just complained about time. So you appeared to look impatient of what's taking so long, therefore no one offered you gas and air.
When I'm talking to the midwives after the fact, they're saying like, you did so well, you weren't complaining about the pain at all. And I was like, did you not hear the sounds coming out of my mouth?
Yeah, you were screaming, but in terms of because the thing is, you were very much in control. When you were having each surge, each contraction, you seemed like you were very much there. You were communicating very clearly. You were under control. You were counting yourself. Everything was in order. There was not one moment where we felt that you lost it.
Were we in different births?
Just because you're screaming does not mean that you're not in control of what's going on. You are very much in control. So I was like, yeah, you're doing well. You're doing great.
Anyway, so again, I missed out on gas and air. Both births, I've missed out on gas and air. It's so frustrating. Anyway, so the team were just amazing because they were recommending natural ways to relieve pain or to get the baby out, and they were really responding to my signals. So when I was in the pool saying, I can feel the baby trying to get out, but it's not coming out, they're, okay, let's change position. And then we moved again. So we're just constantly moving from location to location within the house. Again, our doula's making sure that all the lights are off. That's why the video is so low light, because all the lights were being turned off by our doula, because that's apparently better for birth. It stimulates more oxytocin. Obviously, if you're giving birth, you don't need lights all over you, which you can get in a hospital birth. Actually, just being in your own world.
You're just more confident and then you feel a bit more secure. Even if you look in the wildlife, I think when animals are going to go and give birth, they go into dark places, do stuff, and we're mammals as well.
Yeah.
So low light actually sends signals and privacy, etc. It's all good. It's all good stuff.
So that's why the lights are all low in the video. But anyway, we get to this point where I'm just frustrated because baby's not coming out. They said, let's try a different position. Let's get on the toilet. So I was just like, okay, let's go to the toilet.
I was a bit confused by the toilet. I was like, okay, what's the point of this toilet thing? Like, and what about if the child does come out in the toilet?
Yeah.
Midwife was like, don't worry about that. Let's go and get a bowl. She then explains to me that the reason why you go on the toilet is because where someone like Anna, who doesn't want to go in certain positions, like in a squat position, well, when you go on the toilet, you're in a natural squat position.
Yeah.
Then your body also relaxes because when you go onto the toilet, naturally, you relax in order to pee, in order to poo. So by going on the toilet, subconsciously you mimic what you're used to doing of relaxing.
Us not knowing, well, me not knowing this information, I'm just like, okay, trying to get myself to the toilet, drop onto the toilet, and that's when that's when the fire begins. So the bowl is in the toilet first, then there's me, and then my midwife has her hand trying to work out whether this baby's coming.
And so basically what Kanaan was doing was pushing Anna's cranium, pushing and twisting. She said that she could actually feel his head like rotating in her palm. Like this boy was literally just.
Yeah. And at this point, we've got rid of Jerry. Not got rid of him from the house, but he's in the bed
he's
on the phone. Because when he's on the phone, he's in a different world. So we thought, now we need to give him the phone because he was getting a bit agitated. Because by 10 p.m, my guy is still awake and he could survive, and he did survive up until post-birth. But we just had to give him the phone and allow the midwives to really just focus on me.
Can you just talk about the pain when you're on the toilet? Because there's one element on the video where I see your eyes.
Yeah, roll back.
Where were you going?
You can see I don't know. I thought the Lord was going to take me in that moment. I was like, my time has come. No, I'm joking. But the pain was just unreal because I'd gone from being in the soothing environment of the water, the warmth, and then now I'm sitting on the toilet and it feels like everything's pushing down. And apparently baby K was trying to get into position and trying to like circulate his head. So imagine that within your vagina. Someone doing that with their head that's the same size as their dad's. So yeah, it was really intense, and they call it the ring of fire. So with every contraction, I was like, it's burning, it's burning.
That's alright, let it burn. Let it burn.
And they're like, that's good, it's a good burn. And I'm so grateful for the encouragement of the midwives, of Gabes. Like, they're really affirmative and giving me, they want the baby to come. Like, you want this to happen, you want the baby to come. The burn happened, and then again, the contraction stops because it's not consistent.
But I don't think that there was many contractions before he came out.
In the toilet, there were about 3.
Yeah, I was going to say maximum 3.
Yeah.
And then he came out. So all I hear is, Gabes, the head.
No, I said he's out. As part of like, he's out. I said he's out. I don't know if anyone heard me.
No, because Jenny was saying to me, Gabes, you need to get here. You need to get here.
And Gabes is in this moment holding the camera, aren't you?
And the camera was on the stand.
Oh, okay.
I was just behind, just making sure that you're okay and everything.
But it just happened so quickly, didn't it?
And it happened so quick. And then so Jenny holds him by his head and he's coming out. I grab his shoulder and then we bring him out. Yeah.
Your shoulder?
Yeah, I was trying to deliver that child to you. That was a goal of mine.
I know. In the pool, it would have been fantastic. Like, you just catching
it was so
but
good.
I mean, the toilet. If I knew it was gonna come, he was gonna come like that and that quickly, I would have got on the toilet sooner. But you don't know what you're doing in that moment, especially when you haven't been through it before. So the guidance of the midwives was just so helpful.
Yeah.
Taking me from location to location and then ending up on the toilet. Not the most glamorous of deliveries.
No, but
we'll take it because it was exactly what we wanted.
Yeah,
we wanted to have Kay at home.
And when Kay came out, there seemed to be a lot of blood.
A lot.
And everyone kind of panicked, had a moment of panic. Like, why is there so much blood? But that was a combination of Anna's waters breaking, there was a little bit of pee, and obviously a bit of blood as well.
Yeah.
And it just basically looked like it was, a bloodbath.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad.
And because they didn't know what it was at the time, they sort of laid me on the floor. They gave me an injection to control the bleeding. Then they sort of pulled out the placenta.
But the placenta kind of came out itself. It was more like a gentle thing, but that was an interesting experience as well, seeing the placenta come out.
Yeah.
And that placenta, can I say it was nice? I don't know what healthy placenta is, but it looked good, it was intact, and I was like, this thing has literally been keeping Kay alive for the last 9 months. It was amazing.
Yeah. And the icing on the cake was finding out his birth in that moment. So we were so I guess overwhelmed by the fact that he'd arrived so quickly and he was here that we didn't even realise that, we don't know the gender, we need to find out the gender.
Well, you were very quick. I was oblivious. I was not even thinking about
gone
at all.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, we just got a baby.
Yeah,
I didn't really care.
Yeah.
And then you said it's a boy and I was
I'm looking, I'm like, what are these things down here? I was like, it's a boy, it's a boy.
Oh my gosh, well done, babe.
It's a boy. It's a boy.
It's a boy.
And then we were just so happy happy, like so blessed, so grateful, especially when everyone's been saying it's a girl, but then it ends up being a boy. And you know, I'm a boy mama, and we've spoken about wanting a boy, so it was just the icing on the cake, to be honest. And we got the birth that we wanted. We got a healthy baby boy, and we got into bed straight afterwards.
That was the best thing. All four of us.
Yeah. So Jerry, we took the phone off him. We said, "Hey, come and meet your baby brother." We then got into bed. He was a bit confused, like, "Oh, who's this new addition?" But yeah, he did get to hold him. We all lay in bed together as a family of four. We all fell asleep in bed until the next morning.
Yeah, it was great.
It was perfect.
It was great. It wasn't necessarily, I don't know, what made it a great birth? Why is this a positive birth story?
I don't know, because, yeah, you can watch the vlog in isolation.
I think it's just one of those redemption things. Like, obviously, C-sections are necessary, but we felt like ours was unnecessary, and therefore, we went down a path that people were telling us it's not wise, it's not good. There's risk, etc. Yeah. And then they kind of fear you into going down a different route, but we decided to choose the home birth, vaginal birth.
Yeah, and we spent so much time and money preparing to maximize our chances of having this home birth, and then for it to all come together like that, and you actually now on the other side of your prayers, of your planning, like it's just so overwhelming. Yeah, I mean, you kind of don't believe that has actually happened. So I think it took us a few days to process it, but I think when we're in that moment in bed with just the four of us at home, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was a special moment to be in bed.
This is your brother.
Yeah.
And the next day as well, with Jerry seeing him, Jerry was playing with Kay.
Yeah.
And this is nice. And I'm also now enjoying how Jerry has grown in taking the role as a big brother, helping him with nappy changes and all that kind of stuff. It's great.
Yeah. And the best thing about having a home birth is you get straight into bed afterwards. The midwives weigh baby at home, and they stay around for I think a few hours just to make sure everything's okay. They actually clean up the area as well, so they sorted out the whole bathroom and things like that. And then once we'd sort of gathered our thoughts and just realised that we've got a new addition, we then thought, right, now it's time to tell the family. And we've got another video coming out where we're showing you our family's reactions, because we actually surprised them.
That same night.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out. But yeah, thank you, fam. That's our story time. Our positive birth story. It was a positive birth story because we got the birth that we wanted, and we got our beautiful son here with us now. It feels redemptive because I had a C-section first time. There was no time to even process any emotion. Actually, we couldn't process anything because everything happened so quickly. But this one, it happened quickly, but actually it was the birth that we desired. So yeah, really grateful for that. Let us know your questions. If there's anything that you want to know specifically, we'll share a Q&A next week and answer those questions. Also, the birth plan, we stuck to it to a T to a certain extent. And if you want to take a look at that birth plan, use that birth plan for your upcoming birth.